Okay. Now, before I continue, see what I'm talking about just today? I've been all over the place. I got a lot of stuff I have to do. But guys, let me know in the chat if you can hear me and if everything is okay. I got my little herb-friendly shirt today, you know, this old little raggedy thing, but that's all right. You said you can hear. Perfect, perfect. So, as I was saying, guys, thank you to those of you who have left a like. I appreciate the love and support. Bump your girl up to the recommended. Keep that shit up. If you guys are just now joining the stream, then go ahead and make sure you back out of the chat, mash that like button, and then get your motherfucking ass right back up in the chat, okay? Okay, so I had some notes for you guys. Thanks, guys. I had some notes for you guys to discuss what energies we will all be dealing with as we approach this new moon, or rather, not new moon, excuse me, supermoon. Girl, what am I talking about? Supermoon in Libra, okay? And also we're going to discuss a little bit about the sun being in Pisces. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give everybody a little bit more time to get in here. Hey, Tarina. Hey, everybody. Yes, 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 yes. And let me go ahead and get my notes. Okay. Now, I just want to say to everybody that has become a sponsor before I get into these readings, okay, because y'all know how this goes. I want to give a big shout out to all of you and your support. I love you guys so much. And yeah, also, before I get into the notes that I have here, I wanted to make a few announcements. So the tarot classes, I know I mentioned this yesterday, but I'm going to give everyone a heads up until the seats are filled. So we had a few seats filled today. Okay. And just to inform everyone, with my tarot classes, it is a 7-day course, basically a crash course. And you will also have lifetime access to your lessons. So open enrollment started in March and it ends April 30th. So guys, be sure to make sure your payment is in. Be sure to let me know that you want a seat reserved before you can make a payment. That way I can go ahead and jot your name down. Now, I figured for the giveaway that I announced yesterday, I'm going to go ahead. Hello, Sean. I'm going to go ahead and plan for my giveaway to be in June. Now, I'll make this announcement again in the monthlies, which, side note, April readings will be coming soon. But I will announce this again, but just know that giveaway details are basically this. If you become a sponsor, leave a like. And I see your comment so I can put your name down. And to those of you that get one question readings, donators, super chatters, all you guys will get entries just by interacting on my channel. And of course, if you want your name put down for that raffle, you know, if you want to leave a comment, put Lotus Squad so I know that you want your entry. Okay. Now, also, I plan on putting up my vlog, the second vlog where I went out dancing. I plan to put that up hopefully by the weekend. I've had a lot of private readings to do outside of the live streams, so I've just been catching up with that. Also, sponsors, just as a note to you, I actually updated the sponsor-only post that I had for you guys, letting you know what your perks are. So I also included my Discord links. So guys, when you become a sponsor, not only will you get access to custom emojis, badges, and you'll get shout outs in my videos, you will have access to getting your free entry to giveaways, as well as my private Lotus Squad Discord. Okay, if you don't know what that app is, Discord is basically just a little application you can download. You can even get it on your PC, and it gives us the option to chat with voice chat or text chat. Okay, so that way we can keep in touch. If I have any announcements or when I'm going to go live, things like that, you guys are more than welcome to join that Discord. Also, there's a separate Discord, okay, for everybody else, but it will not be the sponsor group, okay? So y'all, if y'all really want to get in where y'all fit in, either become a sponsor, get your question answered, interact with the channel, and, you know, just show your support. So with that being said, I believe that is all I wanted to announce. So I wanted to start with the energy that we are dealing with today. And what I'm going to do is for the supermoon energies, as well as today's energies, I'm going to give each specific sign my own little message to them. Okay. So let me sip my water. Okay. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Ronald. And yes, Sean, that's exactly what's on this shirt. I had to wear it. Had to bust it out. So yeah, hopefully you guys have been having a good day, by the way. But yeah, I'm going to be going down the list. So whatever your sign is, stay tuned. Also, I will still be doing the daily reading for the supermoon. I'll also be using the moon phase oracle for that one, and then we'll do a collective. Okay. So if anyone wants one question answered, by the way, go ahead and let me know before, I get all into it. That way I have everything that I need. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So the sun is in Pisces. Okay. And it's preparing to move into Aries. So, and also the moon completes its transit in Virgo today. Okay. Now, things remain precise with a focus on our well-being. So regardless of whether that is for work, our health, our relationships, families, things like that, friendships, we will be focusing on our wellness as well as the wellness, if you will, of those around us. Okay. Now, when tomorrow's Libra moon arrives, okay, I almost had a tongue twister there. Woo! When tomorrow's Libra moon arrives, the balance of self-love and empathy for others perfects. Okay. So a new season of life begins for all of us, and we're able to really tap into, the beautiful feelings that may have kind of been blocked a little bit, just dealing with external issues. So during Pisces season, okay, since we are in fact in Pisces season, the lessons of unconditional love and acceptance is the primary theme for all zodiac signs. Okay, that will be a huge theme for us. I also see when you love others with your whole heart unconditionally, I feel like it can become a form of martyrdom. Okay, so we can have the tendency to become a martyr, which within itself can create codependency within relationships. So guys, be wary of that tendency. Now, when the sun moves into Aries, right, since we are currently, the sun is in Pisces. When the sun moves into Aries, it encourages lessons involving personal ambitions, okay, self-love, and even a bit focused on your own personal development and growth will be at the forefront. And it won't just be for today or tomorrow. It will be a lifelong implementation of our focus and what we have learned during our stages of development. Now, today's Saturn in Capricorn joins up with Pluto, okay? So this is the planet of deep transformation, and this can reveal what areas of work you need to do. So this isn't a time where you have to announce or expose your fatal flaws to others. And instead, it's your turn to review and analyze yourself and determine what you need to work on, most likely in private. And that applies to all of us. Now, motivation runs strong for the sake of love and all things involving comforts and home. Okay, so Mars, ruler of Aries, is in the zodiac sign Taurus. Okay, so there's a determination to drive hard and do things the right way. We do not need lectures from the outside unless we want them. So just keep that in mind. If people are trying to, impose their will upon you or to give you unsolicited advice, you don't have to listen to it. And if you would like to make it known that you're not interested, you can do that as well. But this is more about introspection and just focusing on healing and growing, evolving. So we may need to take some time to ourselves to be able to fully embrace what we need to do with that. Hey, Tara. Now, so motivation, like I said, we'll be running strong, okay? We'll be focused on love, things involving our home, money, things of that nature. So when Mars works in harmony, now I can't talk today. I was listening to a reader today, and she just kept saying the same thing over and over, almost like she was trying to cast a spell on people or something. But anyways, so let me get my bearings right. What I was trying to say is, when Mars works in harmony with Saturn and Capricorn, the energy to change is strong and sure. So this is a positive kick off for Aries season tomorrow, okay, which is, of course, the full moon or supermoon in Libra. Okay, so I'm going to give everyone a rundown, and I'm going to be going in order, okay? So Aries, listen up, because here's your message for today's energy onward, moving into full moon in Libra, okay? So Aries, you can be stubborn and dislike being told what to do. Your reactions to advice and suggestions by people you love or that are in love with you will provoke an emotional reaction. So be wary of that, okay? Now, Taurus, listen to your instincts, especially with others who have your heart. If you're thinking about a romantic adventure or taking a risk and letting someone know you're interested, now is the time to plan for the best outcomes for that. Okay. Gemini, your inspiration comes to you in love and romance, and your energy is warm and inviting. Your subconscious mind is raising your awareness of what love means to you and how you best receive it. Okay. Cancers, imagine the unexpected in your love life. There's a travel opportunity for you and your intimate partner that involves making major changes with possible world impact. Okay, so take what you will from that. And guys, keep in mind, you can apply these signs for whatever is in your chart. Okay. Now, Leo, now's the time to have those conversations, okay, that you've been wanting to have but not sure how to approach them. So if your relationship could use some improvement, there's a good chance your partner will also be looking forward to that as well. Virgos, you have most power to change the world with love when you do. Be precise in communication. And although you always try, signals can get mixed. Okay, so today, soften your messages with affection. Take yourself out of the logical realm, take yourself out of your mind, and come from a place of love, a place of emotion. Libras, take time to evaluate your contributions in love. What do you do best, and how do others respond to what you do best? Okay? Celebrate these attributes and emulate them in this upcoming week. Scorpios, all of the hard work you're doing to be the best you can be is paying off. Set your standards high to attract only the most compatible traits of your lover. And this can even apply to friendships and just relationships in general. Now, Sagittarius, you're a flexible lover. The kind that's there and knows what to say can be used to guide your loved ones, but also learn to not take things personally for you to improve your own attractiveness factor. Okay. Capricorns, your hard work will pay off, especially when it's driven by love for others. Dedication and commitment are super sexy, and you've got the right stuff. Okay. Aquarius, you can show how taking time to be the best person you can be actually benefits both you and your loved ones. The best times are when you've been doing your thing and then getting together to share all the exciting news in your life. And finally, for the sun in Pisces, we have Pisces. You will notice things about your partner that you want to change, but remember that you only have the power to change yourself. Use this as a time to motivate through passion and lots of love. Okay. Now moving forward, okay, that's mainly today's energies going into the supermoon in Libra. Now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of your personal messages for the supermoon in Libra tomorrow. And keep in mind the daily reading that I will be doing will be for tomorrow. Okay. So If you want to catch the supermoon, meaning if you want to step outside and bask in its glory, you might want to check it out the day before and the day after, okay? Now, the supermoon in Libra will be on Wednesday, of course. It will look full the day before and after. So in case the weather is not compatible with being able to see those energies, I will say this: you will be feeling it, even if you can't see it. So this is due to the moon being 0 degrees in Libra. So this means that the energy is extremely potent. Not only is it in 0 degrees in Libra, it falls on the spring equinox. So, you know, as a side note, speaking of spring, the way that that is represented is by planting seeds, you know, spring cleaning, out with the old and with the new kind of energy. And, you know, combining the spring equinox with the supermoon in Libra, it will enhance the energy. It will bring new beginnings and fresh starts to all of us. Okay, so we can have a clean slate. So this supermoon will supercharge us. It's going to awaken and revive us. It will help us find new inspiration and joy for life. And we're going to feel a big push forward. And that will create a lot of excitement that we're going to feel about the journey to come, about this new path that we'll be taking. Okay. Now, for each side, we have messages for you and how you can work through those supermoon energies in Libra. Okay. So we'll start with Aries as we did before. Okay. Hello, spiritual angel. So Aries, changes with work or family life will get more interesting with a change of roles. Okay. You'll have new responsibilities, which means more responsibility for you. And you're being needed means you'll no longer feel tired of the same old routines. And this will be your chance to make some much needed changes within your own self and your own life as well. So embrace the supermoon in Libra for sure, because it will give all of us that kickstart to really take care of everything that, you know, we're striving towards. Taurus, responsibilities will decrease and you'll have more of your own time. So this means that the burdens of responsibilities will be lightened. Okay. This is the perfect time to indulge your creative side and to exercise your imagination. Okay. Painting, writing, photography, things like that could be the perfect wheelhouse and will be favored with this energy. Okay. So ignore the haters who may make fun of your creative endeavors and just have fun with it. Okay, so that's the message for Taurus. Gemini, you'll be addressing a situation where you are fed up of a certain someone lording over you and throwing their weight around. You show, or you will show them you're not the type of person who lets other people walk all over you. Okay. Refuse their next demand, and while you're at it, buy something that boosts your well-being in some way. If you feel like spending some money, that is. Okay. Now, Cancer. Today is the day to iron out any misunderstandings between you and your best friends, or just you and whoever, you know, you're dealing with in the day-to-day, friendships, lovers, family members. Okay. Encourage them to open up and show them it isn't healthy for anyone to bottle things up. Okay. Now is the time to tackle problems with compassion and maturity. And that's on everyone's end. Okay. Now moving forward to Leo. Nosy neighbors or friends will be a prominent energy for you during the supermoon in Libra. A certain someone is asking very personal questions. You aren't ready to discuss recent events, with anyone or divulge this information. There's a reason why you prefer to keep this information to yourself. So if you feel some type of way, go with it and trust your gut. Virgo. The supermoon will be a day for compassion and consideration. Your partner or someone very close to you is going through a difficult time. Now, you may understand what they're going through more than they know, but it will be important for you to be sure to take their feelings into account so as to avoid arguments. So rather than approaching, this particular situation with logic, coming from an emotional place, Thinking with your heart, considering other people's emotions would definitely, benefit everyone involved. Now, Libras, this is the time to take risks. In doing so, you may discover a hidden talent. Success could beckon in an up-and-coming field if you take on new skills. So it's also a day for surprising news on the family front. So once that supermoon rolls in, just keep your eyes open, keep your eyes peeled, and start trying new things where you can start to explore your abilities. Scorpio, when we're surrounded by people who don't understand our beliefs and feelings, it's all too easy to feel alienated. This is where you're going to be at this week, and especially during the supermoon in Libra. Okay. While a newcomer to your social circle may seem a little aloof at first, once you get to talking, it will be a relief to find you share similar views and interests. This will be the basis of a lifelong friendship. Okay. Sagittarius, you're willing to take a risk or two if that's what it takes to your life, to make your life, more exciting. You feel on top of the world, and this is a great time to grab a slice of life with both hands. So dig in, get your hands dirty, and you will start to see things manifest in ways that you may not have seen before. Capricorns, you'll have a lot to think about should you collaborate with creative people. Not only this, but expect to have your expertise sought out by someone who's impressed by your talent. Don't be surprised if you're asked to teach a class to newcomers. Joining a big organization will benefit you, so take advantage of a leadership position. Okay. Aquarius, you may find there's not a lot of cooperation in a group effort. So stand back and observe the other people. Other people may be approaching this project, and someone may not be as capable as they made themselves out to be. Let's just put it that way. Once you discover the cause of the problem, you'll be able to find an effective solution for yourself and for the situation. Okay. Last but not least, we have Pisces. So here's your message for the supermoon. Be patient, Pisces. If you're trying to get a new project off of the ground, once this venture is underway, people who were against whatever you're pursuing will be more supportive. You might feel annoyed with their change of heart, though. But they needed to see evidence that this was a viable proposition with their own eyes. So now that they see that things are manifesting, now that they see that you're receiving tangible, returns on what you're putting into your efforts, now everyone will start to jump on board. But, we know what we've said about wishy-washy people in 2K19. So, if you don't want to deal with that, then don't. You don't have to put up with that where people are, again, being wishy-washy. Now, I want to go ahead and get into the reading for the supermoon, and we'll do a moon oracle reading as well, just to wrap it all up. And hello, Chin. How are you? Hey, Kimchi. So let's go ahead and ask the cards. What messages do you have for all zodiac signs for Wednesday, March 20th? What messages do you have for all zodiac signs for Wednesday, March 20th? What do we need to know about this upcoming supermoon in Libra? Hey, Emily. All right. So I'm feeling like things are smooth sailing as of now. I also feel like we may be immersed in a lot of subconscious emotion leading up to this full moon. People may be a little bit over emotional. Things may be a bit sporadic. There could be some outbursts that we've dealt with moving into the supermoon. Interesting. And we'll leave these covered. But they all just kind of slid on up in there, But I definitely feel like as we move out of this energy of conflict, static, and, feeling just imbalanced emotionally, I feel like we will start to move into calmer waters, so to speak, once Mercury goes direct. Keep in mind, tomorrow will be the 20th. So after the supermoon in Libra, we will only have 8 more days. But just keep in mind that shadow period for Mercury retrograde a week after the 28th will still feel residual energies from that. So if you notice that there are communication issues, you're still feeling a little bit emotionally frazzled, you know, just bear with it. And once we get past that first week in April, I feel like it will be smooth sailing. Now, I'm definitely curious to see what messages come up for the April readings. I definitely feel like we can all be hopeful now that we're moving into, you know, again, more calmer waters. We are liberating ourselves, to say the least, from anything that is causing static or anyone that is causing static. So very interesting energies, to say the least. But with that being said, let's go ahead and cut the deck here. Okay, all right. Oh, so far I see the Hierophant and the Nine of Pentacles. So with that being said, I definitely feel like we will be focusing on our spirituality. We'll be abiding by any rules that we may need to abide by when it comes to receiving any financial assistance, or when it comes to, you know, the spiritual realm. We'll be abiding by any guidance that can help us heal and move forward and achieve manifestation of abundance and self-sufficiency. Okay, now let's see what's at the bottom of the deck here. So we have the Nine of Wands, which I get it, y'all. You know, there seems to be a lot of pressure and a lot of stress that we're currently dealing with over some endings here. And you know what? Let's go ahead and bring this down. Let me line it up first. Okay. And then after this reading, you guys, we'll go ahead and take a little smoke break before we get into the collective. Okay. And you know what? While I'm at it, let me go ahead and ask of these so we have it all prepared. So what messages do you have for all zodiac signs for Wednesday, March 20th, 2019? What do we need to know about the supermoon, and how can we work through these energies? Okay, we're making good time here. Good. We're making great time, guys. Okay. Bright blessings come to mind. Ooh, we have Taurus. And that was interesting because the Hierophant came out a second ago after I cut the deck here. So we'll go with it. All right. Okay, there we go. There it is. And we have Aries and Gemini coming up. That's crazy. Okay. Wow. And we also have Virgo sideways. So we'll go with that. We'll just put this to the side for now, but we'll come back into that after we finish this reading. So let's go ahead and bring this down. Okay. Maybe I could bring it down a little bit more. Y'all are witnessing my OCD in action live at 5. Okay, there we go. Wait, that's not lined up. Okay, I'm feeling the order here. This is so aesthetic. Okay, let's get into this. So, as I stated before with this Nine of Wands, you know, I really feel like there is just a lot of pressure and stress on our shoulders currently. This could have a lot to do with an ending that's taken place. I really feel like there's a lot on our plate currently that we're putting a lot of time into. You know, we're working towards our goals, and it just seems like, you know, with every day that passes, the pressure continues to build to produce. So that could be causing a lot of stress. I also feel like we've been putting in a lot of time here with certain relationships where they've done nothing but, you know, cause chaos and, you know, cause a lot of stress here. So now I feel like all that we've gone through leading up to this supermoon in Libra, we are continuing to put in that effort, you know, but we have to realize that this is a test of our faith. So everything that we've gone through was for a reason, to strengthen us, to give us more wisdom and clarity on the future. And especially if we ever run into anyone who has been deceptive and kept us in the dark, we will finally be able to remove those energies once we realize that it was all for the greater good. Right? I also see some Pisces energy here and some Scorpio energy coming up with that death card. But I want to talk about this card for a second. So as we reach the Supermoon in Libra, okay, this is the perfect card for that. There will be a lot of emotion coming to the surface. And I noticed that that was a major theme for the March readings. And I feel like it's going to be amplified and accelerated once the Supermoon is full in effect. Okay. Now keep in mind the day before and the day after the full moon, there will always be residual energies. But I definitely feel like that could cause room to, you know, stumble upon deceptive people with, you know, ill intentions. I also feel like, you know, we could be feeling in the dark about how we can come out of some of these emotions that we are processing at this time. We could be feeling like we've been left in the dark with multiple relationships that may have already come to a close with this death card here. But through these endings marks a profound energy of transformation, growth, and evolution for all of us. And we just have to take that one last step to cleaning house. So what I mean by that is cleaning house in the form of, who are we hanging with? Are these people beneficial to us? Because if it ain't beneficial, it's artificial. And I feel like that will be coming to the surface as well about certain people subconsciously, and it will lead us to end something here. Now, I also see, and I notice there are a lot of 9s so far with the moon, the 9 of wands, and the 9 of cups. Okay. The moon calculates down to a 9. And with that being said, we have one final step, even with that 9 of wands here, you know, one final step to get to that 10 of wands, where we are finally able to, you know, see our work. We start to see that progress is being made. We know that we're heading in the right direction as long as we take this one final step. And it could have something to do with the Taurus, and Aries, a Gemini, a Virgo, Pisces, Scorpio so far, or yeah, all the earth signs are here, or a Capricorn. I definitely feel like we will find emotional fulfillment due to us turning down any offers that have been made to us. So if anyone else has been offering their cup of love or their cup of nothing or their cup of ratchetry, we can go ahead and move forward with the knowledge that there are people wearing masks around us, which amplifies that moon energy. And although these people try to get our attention off of their deceptions, they're lying, they're cheating, you know, their masks that they're wearing, you know, although they're trying to keep the mask from slipping and all of these different things that they try to do to, you know, avoid responsibility for their actions in their lives, turning all of that down will remove us from this confusion. It will remove us from this deceptive energy. And we start to tap into this fulfilling phase where emotionally we are sound on our own, you know. I'm telling you, this girl, every time I look at her, I just love seeing her little smile, you know, and she's just getting lit. Everybody else, she's like, I don't need any of you bitches. I'ma sip my vodka. Okay. And she's just doing her own thing. And I feel like this is what will provide the emotional fulfillment that we seek just by going inward, taking some time to ourselves and removing these deceptive people from our lives once and for all. They may be really good friends, or we may have known them for a long time. They may even be family members, but if they are toxic, they are toxic. If they are telling you things that you want to hear, if they're causing us to stay up at night with the things that they have to say, if all they do is try and hurt others and, cause torment and torturing them and just being abusive and controlling, manipulative, all of these energies we can climb out of. See, this is another 9. We have to take that final step. And this is where we start to see our lives blossom and bloom. I see Aries energy coming up here, and this person automatically, whoever we're dealing with that are narcissists. And remember, I mentioned family members. I've been seeing him come out the past 3 days. Remember this guy? No, fuck you. Remember him? That he's still sitting in the corner pouting somewhere. He's probably not able to get rest in the evenings due to the things that have been said and done in haste, due to all of the stress, all of the anxieties and fears that are accumulating and being compounded within their minds. All due to the horrible things that they may have done to us. I feel like this could be a fatherly figure or a boss here. Maybe we're feeling stressed out by these people and we are not yet liberating ourselves from this energy. But once we take that final step to complete it once and for all, never looking back, no contact, because this is narcissistic energy, we will be able to climb out of this energy with the 9 of Swords reversed. This could also be an indication that maybe we are viewing certain things with certain people or certain endings with certain people to be much more daunting than they need to be. Again, all of this is a test of our faith. All of these endings needed to happen in order for us to transform our lives for the better. So if we had to leave behind certain people that, have been a part of our lives for, I don't know how long, probably forever, multiple years, we're just going to have to accept the fact that some people will never change. And I feel like that's the kind of energy that I'm seeing with the Emperor reversed, especially when it comes to workplace situations. If you guys are being tormented in the workplace and there's a lot on your plate, a lot on your shoulders, I really feel like it's time for you to make a judgment call. I see that 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Some of us could have been triangulated due to a narcissistic individual here, or just someone who is very deceptive, someone who is self-serving, controlling and manipulative. I also feel like there's a lot of pride and arrogance that seems to drive this person's communication and drive this person's action. And it just creates this chaotic energy. Things start to get out of control. And so we have to step back. We have to go inward. We have to integrate all of the information that we have received, whether it's through psychic downloads or whether it is through intuitive messages where we are picking up on the vibes of others, but we don't understand what it is. Trust your gut and go with your better judgment. Your gut never lies. So the more that you trust that and make that judgment call to decide never to look back again with these people, the calmer that you will be. You will find that inner peace. I do see this 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. But I also see the Sun, and we're going to stop pulling from the bottom of the deck at this point. I also see Leo with that strength at the bottom of the deck here. But I definitely feel like we're liberating ourselves from a third-party situation. We're liberating ourselves from heartbreak here. But we just have to go through some of the subconscious muck that may have accumulated over the years while dealing with these narcissists, while dealing with, abusive friendships, family members, exes, things of that nature. Any pain that we are feeling, we need to process that. And once we release it, we won't ever have to revisit that ever again. And we will be able to embrace the happiness and, be able to bask in the sun, changing the scenery, changing our lives for the better, finding love, finding happiness and success through all of our trials and tribulations that we have gone through and through all of the endings that we are currently still grieving over for those that applies to. Now, getting into the actual spread itself. Okay, I see. Let's go ahead and flip these over. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Ooh. So, wow. Okay. So I feel like here, we have the Chariot and the Sacred Clown. So let's take a look at these together for a second. So the Chariot and the Sacred Clown, we're taking a leap of faith, and in doing so, moving forward, we are maintaining our sense of control. We just have to be wary not to, fall into any of those traps that people may set for us. This could be in the form of new love offers, in the form of new opportunities where maybe we could run into someone who is being less than honest. But by us moving forward, and we could be dealing with some Cancer energy as well. Some of us could be dealing with Cancer parents, or someone where we had a relationship with a Cancer, or one of these signs I listed earlier. But I definitely feel like, by us taking this leap of faith and going into this new beginning with the spirit of a child, like with childlike wonder, we will be able to see that we have always been in control. We have always been in the driver's seat, and we can start taking over the reins once again with self-assuredness, moving forward into our goals, moving forward into victory and success. I also see the Ace of Wands here, and I feel like any new projects that are currently in the gestation period, I feel like we need to play with those energies. I feel like we need to tap into this source of creative inspiration. I mean, remember I mentioned, the full moon in Libra, it's, even though it was Taurus's specific message, I feel like that could apply to all of us. Some of you guys could have Taurus in your chart, and it could apply to you as well, where tapping into this creative energy could really start to revive your energy, revive your life. Using our imagination and just allowing what ideas we have in its gestation period, we can then manifest it into reality. But what I'm seeing underneath these things, okay, is this Queen of Pentacles reversed, as well as this Devil card. So there could be someone here who could be all about, the drugs, getting turned, and, just smashing and dashing anything that walks, or just smashing and dashing and focusing on material things, and, not really focused on establishing a relationship. I feel like this energy will come to a head. We will take a leap of faith away from this karmic energy. Any situation or relationship where we may have felt bound to it, we will be removing ourselves from that and focusing more on self-care with this Queen of Pentacles reversed. We will be nurturing ourselves, tending to our own garden. There may be some imbalances between work and home, or, our projects and our home life. But I do feel like if we let go of certain people that bring about this devilish energy, they're just about money, sex, drugs, drinking, anything where it bedevils you, any kind of energy where it just isn't of a high vibration. Let's just put it that way. Deception. I feel like someone has a strong magnetism to someone because of these things, because of lower vibrational reasons. So focusing on nurturing ourselves and, reestablishing stability within ourselves, within our home, we will be able to defeat this energy. But just keep in mind that there may be some energy here where someone could be tempting us in some way, whether it's temptation through any of the vices that I had listed before. Someone could be involved with addictions here. And so that could also be a source of discord and, miscommunication and all of these things. But I see with the Tower that the truth is out. And once it's out, there's no turning back. So I definitely feel like now, we can pull back with more confidence and, with more, I guess you could say with more, not just with more confidence, but just with more clarity, right? Because I see this eye, and as things are getting blown up, everything is starting to come out in the wash. Secrets are now being exposed. I definitely feel like now we are able to take that truth and whatever foundation that's been destroyed, in the form of relationships, workplace, or what have you, we will be able to rebuild ourselves from the rubble. But see, there are people being thrown from that tower, and there's a person here standing right in front of it. So now that we see the truth and we're casting out anyone who tempts us, anyone who, is a bad influence or just negative as a whole, or they don't have morals, we will be moving away from that energy. Now let's go ahead and clarify these very quickly. The Chariot. So we have the Prince of Pentacles. I definitely feel like if we are focusing on moving forward, finding new job opportunities, focusing on building a stable foundation for ourselves from the Rebel, I do see that we will be able to do that, but it will just be a very slow process. So we must be patient and be consistent in that action that we're taking to pursue our goals. I also see the Ten of Pentacles. So the more consistency and the more action we continue to take towards our goals, I do see that we will be receiving a world of abundance. Commitment could even be coming in towards us that provides us more stability than we have ever experienced before. I also feel like due to completing cycles here, we will start to allow our blessings to flow in more freely. The Four of Chalices reversed, I feel like that's an advice card, so I'm going to read it as such. Any offers that we may have, or anyone who is offering something to us, asking us to hang out, go out. I feel like if you feel like you'd rather stay in, if you feel like you'd rather keep to yourself and do what you need to do, heal yourself, rest up, even if you're not doing anything. If you feel like you don't want to take these people up on their offer, do not do it. Stay true to yourself first and foremost. Sacred Clown. So we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. So I'm liking the Seven of Pentacles. So if we're focused on, promotions or starting our own business, if we are, manifesting long-term stability for ourselves through finding multiple opportunities that are new and more lucrative, I do see that the seeds that we plant, especially, and I remember I mentioned the new moon in Pisces earlier. I feel like what we have planted, our intentions, what we have prayed for, the action that we have taken towards our goals, from that new moon in Pisces to now, you will start to see long-term stability. You will start to see things bloom. You will start to see results from your actions. By taking leaps of faith from people that you have known for quite some time, for many years, family, friend, or otherwise, we will reach healing and understanding, a deeper sense of healing and understanding just by taking that leap of faith, especially to those that have triangulated us. We will be releasing ourselves. This could be 3 people in particular or more, because I remember that Seven of Chalices reversed came out. So there could be a lot of people wanting to work with us, but there's a couple of people in particular that, could be trying to triangulate us, but we will be losing a friendship, or we will be cutting someone off due to that. Now, there could be a little bit of sadness here, a little bit of emotional and, blockages, creative blockages after we take this leap of faith. But as we move towards our goals and continue to only feed our focus when it comes to that, nurturing ourselves, taking care of our home, budgeting our money well, things like that, we will start to find relationships where we will see a return on our investments. Oops. I done blew that all out of the water. Now, for anyone experiencing creative blockages, by the way, don't force it. This could be due to whatever is coming up from your subconscious. You may not understand it or be able to decipher it immediately, but allow yourself that time and space to process all of this, because some of us could just be extremely stressed out. So that could be a good indicator that we need to take a rest. Two of Chalices reversed. Any imbalanced relationships, if there were any agreements on the table to move forward with anybody new, and we realize that maybe we aren't as emotionally invested or we're not interested, maybe we're just kind of bored with certain people, certain situations, and bored with these offers, just completely disinterested, then there's no problem with us, breaking this agreement. There could be issues where we are dealing with broken contracts here, and now we have to find other ways to tend to our garden, so to speak, to find that long-term stability that we are seeking. I also feel like deciding not to reunite with people that we have known forever would be in our best interest. I do feel like we will have a positive change in status. We just need to take some time to ourselves. So I see the Four of Cups reversed coming out in the Princess of Swords. So there may be an air sign reaching out to us, or just someone that is watching us from afar. They could finally get the courage to come up to us to ask us to go out with them. But again, since this is a princess or a page, if you will, I really just feel like we will be seeking our justice with any injustices we are going through. And any offers that are being made to us, we know that if we don't want to go out, we're just not going to do that. And we're going to express that. We're going to do so in a very clear and cohesive manner. But there could be some things on our minds that, it's just an illusion that some of the things that we're going through, some of the pain that we're feeling is a lot more intense or a lot bigger than they really are. Ace of Wands. So I feel like, the Ten of Pentacles came back out again. So I feel like anything creative that we're focused on, I'm telling you, it will provide an immense amount of abundance. I mean, this is all about wealth. I even see that starting new, meeting new people will result in commitment, result in, stable foundations. I even hear, the house, the kids, the white picket fence, the dog, the cat. Everyone in the home is pulling their own weight. We're living lavish. Some of us could be feeling inspired to complete a conventional workplace situation for an unconventional entrepreneurial venture. And that's funny, before I even saw the King of Wands, I said entrepreneurial venture. There you have it, the King of Wands. I feel like we may just get more than we ever have before in a conventional setting by striking out on our own, being an entrepreneur, putting in that effort of building something, building roots. That way, when our tree just blooms, it will be there for more than one lifetime. Let's just put it that way. I also feel like stepping into the leadership role. I remember that for the Cancer messages, but not Cancer, Capricorn, excuse me, for the Capricorn messages. It could also apply to Cancers as well. But I definitely feel like we are stepping into that role. We are stepping into that leadership position. We are taking action towards, delegating tasks to anyone else that we may be working with, anyone else that's on our team wanting to build with us. I feel like we will be able to find those that will help us establish ourselves creatively and just within our business when it comes to marketing, when it comes to, getting more exposure, getting your business out there and putting your name out there and making a name for yourself. I also feel like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energies could be someone where we are completing a cycle with this person. It may be a friendship that we're ending, or someone that may have triangulated us here, or they may have this somewhere in their chart. But I definitely feel like we are more focused on taking action towards our passions rather than, continuing to waste time and energy on less fruitful relationships and entanglements. I see the Ace of Swords reversed and the Eight of Cups reversed. So I feel like someone was blocked here, and it's due to a relationship that just was not evolving. It just wasn't going anywhere. And it just came to the point where we had to go our separate ways because we're not on the same path. And this may cause a lot of confusion for others, or we may be feeling confused due to other people, deciding to walk away from us. But I do feel like there's just too much sadness and disappointment. The situation's hopeless here. So it's best to just remove ourselves. And I feel like we will be doing so, but that could also be the source of sadness for some of us. But here's the good news. Not only do we have the 10 of Pentacles, we have the 9 of Pentacles. So continue to take those steps towards your goals, and, don't hold your cards so close to your vest when it comes to new people. I do feel like we will be abundant. We will stumble upon wealth, period, with 3 T's. We will be able to be self-sufficient, period. We're focused more on the single life, our money, our home. If anyone has been holding on too tightly to us, or if we have been holding on too tightly to those that really have no place in our lives, we will finally be releasing ourselves. But there could be, again, an energy of greed that seems to get in the way when it comes to other people's motives, because I think that they see us this way and they think that they could come back. You know, they think they can crawl their ass back and get one of these pentacles here, but that's not happening. I know the fuck not. Queen of Pentacles reversed. We have the King of Swords reversed. Yeah, there's someone here. It could be an air sign for some of us, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, someone who's extremely abusive. You know, they just don't know how to communicate, period. And we're blocking this person because, you know, they like to talk over people. They like to completely gloss over any, you know, issues, sweep things under the rug, but they'll cut you down to where the conversation takes a strange turn. You know, it starts to become emotional rather than rational. And so they use this to their advantage. I definitely feel like they're deceptive and manipulative. So just be wary of that. And that could be an earth sign for some of us that applies to, that energy applies to. Gemini, Libra, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I already said Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I just feel like now, you know, we're seeking our justice. We're moving forward. And now I feel like we're exchanging ideas with those who could help us with our entrepreneurial tasks, those that could help us, you know, propel forward when it comes to the career, things of that nature. But there could be just someone young here who just, I really feel like someone's watching us from afar. And it could be some of these people that we have now broken up with, whether it's lovers or friendships or family members. I feel like a lot of people are watching us and they're seeing us just flourish. The Devil. So we have the Hanged Man reversed, and this energy is definitely a card where I feel like we're stepping back into the storm. Maybe we had put something on ice for a moment, and then we came back to it and realized that we were just stepping back into the chaos, stepping back into that category 5 hurricane. And it's due to this energy here where, you know, it could have a lot to do with someone tempting us with something here, with sex, money, drugs, just to get their own way. It could be something concerning that. I also feel like we are stepping back into the ring when it comes to meeting new people and establishing new relationships. But the issue that I see, especially concerning our relationships and communication, there just seems to be a lot of egoistic communication, egoistic behavior. And so this has caused a lot of delay in our progress by focusing on it and even responding, is what I'm saying with that. Definitely one-sided relationships. If we're going through a period where we are in debt, we're catching back up, I do feel like someone will be generous enough to help us and give us money here, but be wary, because remember the Fool, or the Sacred Clown rather, I mentioned don't step into any traps. Just keep an open eye. Keep an open eye for people who do not reciprocate. There could also be someone here that will help us without expecting anything in return when it comes to finances. There could be an upcoming trip where we're able to travel, see the world. We're moving to a new home, moving on to a new workplace, and just completing these karmic cycles once and for all. And in doing so, we see success start to enter our lives. I also see some Leo energy coming up. I did mention that earlier. I mean, all the signs are here, very prominent energies. And finally, the Tower, and then we'll get into these moon cards. So Ace of Swords reverse came back out again. Yep. Once that Tower moment comes, we'll be blocking communication and someone's not going to know what hit them. And, you know, it is what it is. We realize that in order for us to heal and, you know, reach a point of forgiveness and find that stability that we are trying to manifest for ourselves, we cannot continue to go back to this energy. Be careful who you hang with, because it will rub off on you. So anybody who's broke, anybody who doesn't have any goals, they don't have their own place, they don't have, you know, anything to offer. They're not supportive of our endeavors. They always talking shit. They're always, you know, getting fucked up. They don't, you know, they haven't changed. This is where we decide to let it go once and for all. But there's definitely someone new here, or just someone that we know who's masking their feelings, and someone that wants to make an offer to us. And it could just be a lot to process right now. Someone's indecisive still about offering their cup because they may be dealing with a lot of pressures and stress outside of this offer. We could be dealing with a situation where the blindfold has slipped now and we see the truth. We see who's who. But we're still a little bit on the fence because we're staying too much in our head. We have to take action. Think. That's the only thing that seems to be getting in the way of us really enjoying some of these things that we're manifesting here. So, taking action rather than thinking. Do rather than think. Don't even think about it. Just do it. And you will start to see that you can fill your own cup. You will have emotional balance. You will find someone who is stable and who is genuine in their love. Okay? Now let's check out, and you know what, with this Two of Pentacles real quick, I just want to say that, you know, we need to make these decisions. If we're still on the fence, you need to make it, because once we do, we're going to be like this dude here. Get like me. Get money. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, like, this dude always looks the same. Get money. Okay? Fuck bitches. Get money. Period. With 3 T's. I'm telling you. Stay organized, stay balanced, balance your home and work, balance work and play, you know, budget your money properly to where you're making your money work for you. Whatever you invest in, make sure you're getting residual income. Don't just blow it on things that are gone. It's not working for you. Somebody blowing money on drugs, blowing money on this other stuff. Don't do it. There's someone here. It could be someone that we know doing all of that, but we can only change ourselves, you know? So the only way to regain balance is to make a decision that reestablishes that balance that we're seeking. Okay. I also feel like there's going to be a relationship where it is balanced. Someone's going to confess how they feel, but there's just a delay in that as well. Now, let's go ahead and check these moon cards out before we take our little smoke break. If there's anyone who is just joining the stream who would like one question answered, please do let me know before I move on to the collective reading. Okay. And you can get your $20 reading through Super Chat, or you can do it through PayPal. My PayPal is paypal.me/Mr. capital M, capital L, which that info will always be in the description box, by the way, anyway. Okay. Now, let's see. We have Taurus first. So let's see what this has to say. So this is the lover, Taurus, the lover. This is what it looks like. Okay. So you need to get back in touch with your sensual nature. You've been in your head for too long. Now, what did I just say, y'all? What did I just say about y'all being in your heads? I was guilty of it too earlier today until I stepped outside and took a 30-minute walk and put some headphones in, cut my phone off and put it on airplane mode. I felt a lot better. You need to get back in touch with your sensual nature. I'll say it again. You have been in your head for too long, and now it's time to listen to your body. How does your body feel? How does it want to be nurtured? How can you tend to all your senses? Taste, touch, smell, hearing, and sight. When you begin to focus on the physical, tangible realm, you will feel balanced again. So we need to get grounded. Meditation. That 4 of Swords. We need to go back to that. So this one is in our shadow side. So I'm going to be reading the reversal meaning for this. This is Aries, the inspirer. Do not let your impatience and anger get the best of you. Make sure any impulsive actions you take do not lead to negative consequences. Find a healthy outlet to release your anger. And that's where that temptation could come in as well. Maybe we may feel inspired to drink or inspired to, you know, go through escapism, have our heads in the clouds just so we don't feel this. But, you know, that's only going to delay our progress further. So just don't do it if you're feeling that way. And don't hang with anybody else who could tempt you to do that either, especially while you're dealing with these issues. Now, Gemini, you feel pulled in many directions right now because there's a lot of external and internal dialogue at play. What are you listening to more? What is your spirit leaning towards? More social outings may be occurring, and this can be a wonderful opportunity to meet with like minds and express yourself. Now, the final one that we have at the bottom of the deck is the Virgo, but this is sideways, so I'm going to go ahead and read both for this one, okay? This is what this one looks like. And I got you, sweetie. I think that's Tarina, right? Girl, Tarina be getting readings. And girl, I love you, girl. You always showing out. I love you, girl. Anybody else want to follow suit? Y'all better start taking notes and get some one question readings. Okay. Now, back to this damn Virgo card so we can have a smoke break. And then I'll write your question down, sweetie. So you are feeling the need to reorganize and get your life in order. What did I mention earlier? The Virgo moon brings temperance and practicality to your decisions. Structure can surprisingly create more freedom and unbind energy, so you will have more time to do the things you love instead of worry or fret. Healing will take place when you put your life first and put your life in order. Okay. Now, the shadow side for this is do not let your fears guide your process. Remember that Nine of Swords reversed. This will lead to control issues and compulsive actions. Let go of what you cannot control and take responsibility for what you can. You can only do so much at a time. Keep your inner critic in check. Judging yourself and others is a toxic habit. And you know what? That, for some reason, reminds me of the Serenity Prayer. Now, I myself am not Christian. I don't judge those, but in my journey of sobriety, let's just put it that way. In my journey of sobriety, that was the prayer that they used for groups. And so I remember it is, God, please grant me I forgot how it went. Please grant me the strength to change the things I can, the wisdom, shit, the wisdom, I don't even know. Hold on, wait. God, please grant me the strength to change the things I can, the wisdom, the grace. No, somebody help me with this damn prayer because I don't remember it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. So basically just ask God for that, you know, and I think that would be a great help for you guys. Now, I cannot stand these damn, I had to wear it though, because y'all already know I'm represented. So Tarina had a question, guys. If there's anybody else who wants a question, I'm telling you, you better get it in where you fit in. If you want to do it through PayPal, do it through PayPal and let me know, or Super Chat. If you don't see the $20 option, by the way, guys, make sure you choose the $24.99 if you are using Super Chat. So you said you met an Aries. Okay. Now we're going to take a break, Tarina. Okay, I know you're patient, baby, but I won't keep you waiting too long. But this is our little halftime special. You know. Oh, the serenity to accept the things. Okay. Okay, there we go. So God, please grant me the strength to change. Wait. Wait, hold on. God, please grant me the just fucking, y'all know what I'm talking about. Let me put these damn cards up. Everybody get your bongs, your pipes. Let's go. Because your girl's already prepared. She's already prepared. She doesn't even do it on stream anymore. And you know what? That's what I wanted to announce too. There was another announcement. To everybody that's in here right now, if you guys want to see the funniest story time of your lives, I suggest everybody go check out the Weekend Bonus Collective. I told you guys that it was the weekend reading. That wasn't it. It was the Weekend Bonus Collective. There's a comment too at the bottom, just so you guys know which one to watch. I put a comment saying the saga of Peg Leg, Wishy Washy, Ratchet, Bobo, and Germany begins. So you'll know which one it is. But I think it's freaking hilarious. And I think you guys will get a good laugh out of it, especially for those of us that are in our heads. Go ahead and go watch that video so you can laugh and just, release some of that. Okay. Now, like I said, smoke break. Smoke break. That was the best story time ever. Thank you, Kitty's Craft. There's more to come too. There's a lot more to come. I don't know if it'll be as funny. I mean, it might be a little, but it y'all know me. I act a fool, so. The way you release, holy shit, I wish I could do it that way. Everybody else doesn't feel the same, but thank you, Kitty. People that I do that to their face, they're just shocked. They're like, I didn't even know you had that in you. Yeah, bitch. I got a lot within me that you don't know. Okay. Don't think that you got me pegged, and don't try and play me for a fool, because you will get called out. Oh, can I get an amen? Okay. I don't give a shit anymore. And I think it's funny because so many people that I've known from my past, they see that. They see that they can't affect me emotionally like they used to in the past. Damn, this thing is loud. Sorry, hold on. But yeah. Amen. 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 Okay. Oh, you saw the thank you video for Sunshine Tarot? Okay, that's funny that you brought that up. I thank you for that. I wanted to show my appreciation and gratitude, because this woman is, I mean, even though, we haven't yet discussed anything about collaboration and things like that. That's my goal, because I think she's awesome. I think that we would, play off of each other fairly well. She has a lot of energy, and she's good at what she does, and so I'm trying to get on that level. And so for her to say such kind things about my work, she could have just completely ignored my message, because I've had a few bigger tarot readers do that. They don't want to help anybody else, which I get it. I worked hard for this. I'm not, but at the same time, it's kind of, that didn't impress me. So I stopped watching those readers. But this woman here, it's like she's really showing a lot of love, and I truly appreciate that. She keeps, I'm really feeling like she's one of the people that's keeping me going. Not to mention the Lotus Squad. I mean, I already told y'all that y'all keep me going. Y'all know that. But with her, it's nice to know that people are noticing. And then I saw another channel, actually, Hustler Tarot or something like that. Hustler Jones Tarot. I didn't even know. I found him randomly when he was going live. And when I went in there just to get my little reading or whatever, he was doing drawings and stuff, he said he watched my channel. So I have no clue who's watching me anymore. Like, I didn't know that Sunshine watched me, and I didn't know that he watched me. I don't ever see no damn comments, but that's nice to hear. And I think that's awesome. And that's a good indicator that things are starting to accelerate and progress in a way that I once thought it wouldn't, which is why I took that long ass break. Not to mention I was dealing with an existential crisis, but that's neither here nor there. Aside that, I was really feeling like, wow, should I even keep going? Everybody's blowing up faster than me. And then that's when I learned that about myself. You don't look at somebody else's plate wanting what they have, because what you have may be something that someone else wants. It's always going to be like that. So you got to work with what you have, be consistent. And Sunshine Tarot definitely, kind of nailed that in my head, because I wasn't being consistent. I'm really starting to make more of an effort to be on time, even though I was late today. But, usually, but Mercury retrograde. I'm going to blame Mercury retrograde. Spiritual Angel said, I told you I've been following you for a while. Lotus Squad, Lotus Squad. Well, I mean, I know, but I didn't see any comments. So I don't know who watches me. You know what I mean? But that's awesome to know. I mean, that's really awesome. So I feel like I'm really lucky, because there are a lot of people coming from her recommendation, and they're actually giving my channel a chance. So that's great exposure. And I mean, damn, she's hooking it up for free, basically. That's pretty damn beautiful, if I'd say, you know what I mean? So I had to make her a thank you video. Guys, you can go check that out too. Or if you came from that video, then there you go. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. Not a lot of people on YouTube do that. When they get shout outs, they don't say thank you. Or at least I've never seen it. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm being misled. But oh yeah, Dara, I know. No, it's not in effect till the 28th, baby. It goes direct on the 28th, but the effects last all the way to 31, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the 4th of April. So after the 4th, we'll start to see things jumping and bumping, you know. She said, no. I know, girl, but you know what? Although we are annoyed with the delay, excuse me, the delays, goddamn, I almost grabbed me by the boo-boo. Y'all heard that? The delay. The good thing about these delays for Mercury retrograde, I read somebody else's messages and almost got derailed. The good thing about it is that we get to revisit things that we will never have to revisit again. We start to integrate lessons that we may have glossed over the years. So it's kind of good that we go through this. So once it goes direct and after we get after that shadow period, we'll never have to feel what we felt now. Like everything is finalized. I feel we get to go back and make amends, or if there's no amends to make, and if people don't want to make amends, then we can just move on knowing that, hey, we spoke our piece. We were able to get it out. You know what I mean? We were able to go back for a minute to at least clear that energy. So that's the good thing about it. Although it is hella annoying. I know it is. Thank you so much, Virgo Star. Goddess Reads, I just did a full moon reading, girl. Where were you at? Goddess Reads, I just finished that full moon reading, girl. What were you doing? Oh, no. No, we're going to have a long talk, Goddess Reads. Hell no. I'm just playing. Oh, she says she's mad and pregnant. Oh, I don't know why that sounds cute. I'm just imagining your belly and you just over here talking about, like remember the Emperor reverse? No, fuck you. Like, what the fuck? Wow. I love you, period, point blank. Oh, I love you too. We are signing a new lease today. Perfect place, moving over the weekend and next week. Been so patient. Oh, that's awesome, girl. Congrats. Congrats, baby girl. I know that's like a weight that will be lifted off of your shoulders. You can finally be free. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Kitty's Craft. You doing the damn thing, girl. You doing the damn thing, girl. I'm happy for you. You called it in your reading yesterday for me. I did. Girl, I don't know where the hell you were at. Goddess Reads, do you want a spanking? Oh, you making Mama Lotus come out. Girl, now what did I tell you about missing my streams? Did you wash the dishes? Did you smoke some weed? Did you clean the driveway? Did you mow the lawn? Girl, because one of those things you didn't do was come to the stream, and I'm very disappointed. Okay, let's put Mama Lotus back for the time being, okay? Jeez. I know I'm crazy as hell, huh? Oh God, you're right. She can't smoke. Hey man, Jared, you ain't gotta call me out like that, man. You know I smoke so much that I don't realize what I'm saying. It's just a part of the vocab. All right, I'm sorry. I just realized she can't smoke. My bad. Damn. Acting like I'm trying to hurt her baby. Shut up, Dara. You know I ain't like that. You know what? Now, Dara, do you want a spanking? You're not supposed to fucking call me out on my stream. No. Oh, hell no, girl. No. Somebody better get her. Somebody better get her, bro. Because, listen. Girl, don't have me shake my wig at you, girl. I ain't finna do this with you. I love you too, girl. Kitty's Crab talking about bend over. Ooh, why was I thinking nasty on that though? I digress. I know. Oh, there's Universal. Hey, sweetie. Hope you've been doing well. But yeah, y'all, I really do feel like, although we're still dealing with all the subconscious crap and muck and stuff from Mercury retrograde, I'm telling you, when it goes direct, just imagine all of the pain, the tears we've cried, the losses, and then flip that to the opposite. An abundance of blessings, nothing but blessings. That's what we have to look forward to. Everything that we've prayed for, everything that we could have ever hoped for will finally manifest. But life would be boring if everything happened the way that we wanted it to. You know what I'm saying? Life would be fruitless if we, you know what I mean? We knew it, everything's good all the time, and we wouldn't be able to appreciate the beauty of happiness, fulfillment, success, love. Had we not gone through all of the trials and tribulations, we definitely would have been a victim eventually. So now that we know, we have the lessons we need to never let those things happen again. We find a greater sense of inner strength, self-love. We get acquainted with ourselves, our abilities. We find, such as us right now, talking to each other right now, we start finding like-minded individuals, making concrete connections, genuine connections. Mercury retrograde is just about you spring cleaning that bullshit out that you had backed up in your closet before. Just collecting all the bullshit. Collecting all the liars, collecting all the snakes and the fakes and the shake and bakes, all the wishy-washiers. Wishy-washiers. This gives us the time to clean that shit out, girl. I'm telling you, I'm excited. I got my broom out and shit. I got my little Swiffer wet jet and shit. Life's good. I'm good. I got the little dust rag. I got my Clorox. I got the little, what is that stuff called? What is that stuff that I have? Pinalin. The Mexicana, the lavender, you know what I'm saying? I got my little mop and glow. I ain't tripping. But one thing that's been bothering me, the reason why I haven't been posting, she said, girl, don't forget sage. Emily, I never forget sage, girl. Before I run out of sage, I go buy some more sage so I don't ever run out of sage, girl. No, let me tell you something. Okay, you and Dara not about to, listen. Y'all about to get jammed up. Y'all about to get jammed up, girl. You better calm it down over there, girl. She said, I am not dusty. I'm pledged. Dara, okay. All right. She said, I got to get some today. Thanks for the reminder. I'm glad that and if we didn't ever meet each other, what would y'all do without me? What would y'all do without me? Y'all know y'all love me. Then I love y'all too, with y'all stinking asses. He said, Fabuloso. No, I have the Pinalindo. You know what I'm talking about? The off-brown Fabuloso. Pinalin, the little $2, what I do. These fake-ass people are dusty. Girl, I know. You should have seen the message yesterday because I said they're dusty, crusty, and a little musty. Okay. I like that face. Geez, she's serious. She is Girl, don't get me hyped. Don't have me bring up peg leg, girl. Peg leg been on my mind a little bit, Peg leg is tripping, bro. Okay, listen, y'all want another story time? Okay, here we go. You know what? I'm going to tell y'all about peg leg because you know what? I almost forgot that this happened. Okay, everybody get your seats. Get your little teacups because I'm about to be spilling all the tea. You understand what I'm saying? I'm about to be spilling the whole pot of tea. So get your cups out. Get your Lotus Squad mugs. Merch below. I always got to do shameless plugging. You know what I'm saying? Got to slip it up in there, Get your, Stay Blessed Not Stressed mugs, Lotus Squad mugs. Get your shit. Because it's going to be piping hot. Okay? So let me go ahead and spark this up before I get into this. Because this is, now, I told you, every time I talk about peg leg, it's going to be a doozy. It may not be as funny as last one, but it'll still be up there. So give me a minute. Let me prepare my mind. He said, I had a peg leg here admit he was shit-faced yesterday. What is up with all these peg legs getting fucked up? Can somebody explain to me what the fascination is of having a peg leg and getting fucked up? Is that some kind of new cocktail that I'm not aware of? Or, is this a new trend? Or, somebody fill me in. Shit, I might need to get me a peg leg and a crack rock, apparently. Shit. Look, here we go. Already going in, talking about peg leg. I ain't even got to the story yet, and I'm already getting hyped. Y'all hear that? The decibels raised a little bit. When the decibels raise, that's when it's like, oh, this is about to be good. This is about to be good. Wait, hold on. Stop playing. Wait, stop playing, ammonia. What? Spiritual angel, what in the fuck are you talking about? You better clarify. It's that Pisces peg legs making that band. Okay. They be raking it in too. Look, Emily got her popcorn. All right, guys. So I walked out last night. I had to get out of the house. I was doing a lot of thinking. And I was like, maybe I need to take a walk. So I go and walk down the block a little bit, breathing in the fresh air and shit, excuse me, let me clear my throat before I get into the shit. So I get back to my building, right? And guess who's out there? Motherfucking peg leg. Now I got to name this other character that he was talking to because it's the neighbor across from him, right? So what should we name him and his mama? We got to give him two names. We already got one for Waddle and Peg Leg. So that's two of them right there. And then for the other two, let's think of it. Okay, so mama over here, I've met her. She's an older lady, right? Let me think of a name for her. I'm going to call her Salt and Pepper. I'm going to be respectful to my elders. She's never done me wrong. So I'm going to call her Salt and Pepper. Okay. Now her son. I don't know what should I even call him? He's an alcoholic. I want to come up with something that goes well with alcoholics. We're going to do shit-faced. I don't even care. I'm not even going to be creative. We're going to do shit-faced. So back to what I was saying. So I walk back to my building. And, I see Peg Leg out there yelling at Salt and Pepper. And I was thinking in my head, why is Peg Leg without his wheelchair, though, on the concrete in his doorway yelling at Salt and Pepper? So I'm thinking, let me get a little bit in here and figure out what's going on. So I'm just standing in the middle at first, Peg Leg's going off on Salt and Pepper. They're yelling about this TV. I guess, her son shit-faced helped, we'll name her Jane Doe because I don't even fuck with her. She don't even deserve no creative name. So we're going to do Jane Doe. So shit-faced was helping Jane Doe move this TV out of Salt and Pepper's house. Now, mind you, she's an old lady. She goes to the hospital and shit like that. So she left to the hospital, and that's when all this supposedly went down, right? So Peg Leg started talking shit because he had the TV in his house, right? He said, I've got the bill of sale. And, and I'm looking at Peg Leg like, damn, Peg Leg, you know what I'm saying? Like, where your wheelchair? I didn't say that because I didn't want to interrupt. Right. So then he's like, I got the bill of sale. And, he was telling Salt and Pepper. He was like, your son was beating on Jane Doe. Shit-face was hitting her. He woke me up at 3 a.m. I was like, I kind of paused the conversation right here. And I was thinking to myself, now, Peg Leg, now, damn well your ass wasn't asleep at no 3 a.m. Your ass was smoking some rock. You need to stop lying. So anyways, I unpaused the conversation, right? So I'm getting back into the conversation, and I'm looking both ways like, as everybody's talking, I'm just like, oh my God, my face is getting more and more scrunched as time progresses, right? So then he's like, shit-face was in the back talking about, I was just trying to help her. I didn't want her to bust it. Oh, she was calling the police. So, I was like, well, I might as well just give it to her rather than, going to jail. Something didn't sound right about what Shitface was saying. So anyway, so Salt and Pepper, she's just up in arms about it. She's like, she had no right to, come into my house. And, like the old lady, she had no right. That's my TV. That's my team. And I'm thinking, damn, Salt and Pepper, baby girl, you're shaking a little bit with your walker, baby. You need to have a seat. You need to have a seat, sweetie, because this is stressing you out. Now, I couldn't say that because, shit faces in the back like, oh, whatever. Oh, just blame it on me. And then, peg legs on the concrete. So you got to look down at him. You kind of, usually you could look midway at him, but you had to look down at him because he's just sitting there. I'm like, damn, what does he do? And they just going back and forth. So then Waddle was like, peg leg, come on, babe. Come on, babe. And I was just like, then she was like, oh, she won't come around here. And I'm thinking, she's like, I bet you that. And I'm thinking, damn, Salt and Pepper pretty ghetto. She pretty ghetto. She must have some black in there or something because she said, I didn't expect her to say that. So then I was like, wow, so I had to pick a side, right? So I had to go where the cigarettes were at, right? So I was like, let me just go get a cigarette from them and then walk the fuck away. That's what I was really going to do. That's really why I stopped. But that's neither here nor there. So anyways, I go up in the house, peg legs just, making his way to the TV. And I see it's a big ass, more than 60-inch, flat screen. So I'm like, God damn, so he was like, I got the bill of sale. And, and then he starts telling me all the shit that he's got for sale. He's like, oh, look, he had this like dirty ass Nautica long sleeve and shit that couldn't even fit me or anybody in that house. And so I was like, oh, okay, cool, Ray. I really, cool peg leg. See, I always do that. I'm like, cool peg leg, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to sell to me. I'm Gucci, bro. I swear to you, I'm Gucci. You feel what I'm saying? Lotus Squad got me. You feel what I'm saying? So anyway, so I get my little cigarette and I bounce. And I'm just thinking to myself, it must be this damn full moon in Libra that's coming up because that was some crazy shit. I don't even know what to make of that. I don't know if I believe that he was beating on Jane Doe, but, if that's the case, then Jane Doe's the dumbass because, baby girl, I understand how it is with abusive relationships, baby, but, honey, sweetie, he don't make no money. All he does is drink. Baby girl, don't you believe that you are worth more than that? Find you somebody that can, you know what I mean? Find you somebody that values you. Because I had to realize for myself with narcissistic relationships, my fault, my part in it was staying. My part in it was forgiving too much. My part in it was trying to change them, help them, what have you. Got to get out of that. I agree with you, Kitty's Craft, and maybe that was a little mean to call her a dumbass, but she was just really mean to me one time. So y'all know how I feel. If you mean to me, fuck you. I can't even talk. So, but you're right, though. Everybody has their own process. Everybody has their own timing. Everybody learns at their own pace if they ever learn. And that's also a good notation to add to that. If they ever learn. Some people never do. And these people are a lot older than me, mind you. Everybody I've told you about is at least over 60. So that's what makes it even more ridiculous is I guess why I'm thinking that. But like you said, everybody has their own process. It's none of my business, though. But that's what I got caught in the middle of last night. So I figured I'd share another episode of Peg Leg and Waddle with special guests, Shit-Faced, and Salt and Pepper. So there you go. See, I'm coming with these story times, guys. Make sure to those of you that didn't leave a like, make sure you leave a like for the stream. Make sure you leave a like for the story times. Okay? Everybody comment below. To those that view this after the stream is done, leave a comment. I'll keep doing story times. I got a whole list of shit that I'm going to do for y'all. I'm just worried about starting anything new during this retrograde. Because I know it's going to stress me the hell out. Elder on elder abuse. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's why it was the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen in my entire life. What? Only me. This should be a book. Hey, since we got the recordings, we might, you know what, Darren? We might just make the Crackhead Chronicles. Girl, I already got the title. I didn't even have to think about that one. Shit, have an autobiography for Peg Leg and Waddle. What's your life story? Right? You just want to take a walk. Okay. That's crazy. It's real life as we all see it, no matter how it's told. I know. Okay, Tarina. You've waited long enough, baby. I hope you enjoyed the story time. Shit. I hope it was worth the wait. Now, what messages do you have for Tarina Jones, who is a Capricorn, and this new person that she met with this Aries? Should she pursue him? Now, Tarina, I'm going to tell you something right now. If he's not pursuing you, I don't need the cards to tell me this part. If he's not pursuing you, honey, don't even do it. I used to be that person that would, initiate conversations, initiate, hey, I like you. I find that if it has to be like that, then don't even do it. But we'll see what comes through the cards. We'll see your energy and his energy. I'm glad it made your day better, girl, because, shit. I'm not gonna lie. Remember yesterday's reading for today? Well, when I did the reading for today, I just feel like all of those reversals, I know we were feeling that. I mean, it ended well, don't get me wrong, but just the energy that we had to go through leading up to things clearing up, it seemed really intense, and it is intense. I got to go in about 30 minutes to sign this lease though. Okay, sweetie. Take care of your business. Kitty's Craft said, I get up to this live feed every morning now and it makes my whole day. Thank you, baby. What time is it out there again? I'm just curious. Because every time I ask you, it's like 1 in the morning or something. I think it's like 3. What is it? 10 out there? He is though. Okay. So you said he's pursuing you. Okay, good. So you just want to see if you want to take him up on his offer. Okay. Should Tarina all right. So we have all of these energies here, and I'm going to tell you this right now. Although he is pursuing you, I still feel like he's going to move away from this because I see this 10 of Chalices reversed in the outcome, unfortunately. But let's just go through all of this. So we have the 6 of Chalices here at the bottom of the deck. This could refer to either someone from his past coming back, or he is going back to someone from his past on his own. I also feel like right now, focusing on yourselves would be your best bet because I feel like he's not serious. The obstacle is the Devil reverse. So I feel like he's not yet released himself from something previously. There could still be some issues where he's feeling not just drained, but he's not happy at all with what he's come out of. And he may be trying to rush into something new to alleviate that feeling. We'll clarify what we have here. But the Devil reversed as the obstacle, I really feel like he's not reclaiming his power from a previous situation, especially with that 6 of Chalices. The 6 of Swords and his energy, either he is moving away, something will come up to where he has to move away, or he's moving on emotionally. He's focusing on either returning back to someone from his past, but I feel like his attitude, will change over time. And I don't know if he's a drinker. I don't know if this is referring to your energy, but it could be something regarding that as well. Usually Chalices reverse refer codependency issues. But especially with this 9 of Pentacles here as your mutual energy, I feel like both of you guys will be focused on your money and your home and just focusing on being independent for a while. So I feel like he's not yet over something from his past, and that could just be the issue why he's not maybe appearing as fully invested. Let me see. The Tower reversed. Yeah, I feel like you're keeping to yourself. I noticed that you said you feel that too. Yeah, I think that you have just been kind of going inward to see if this is even right for you. The Knight of Cups, though, reversed, though, he's just a seducer. You know what I mean? He likes to use gifts, money, anything to make things appear as though he's invested. But I really do feel like, again, Knight of Cups reversed refers to codependency as well in relationships. He's just not, he's not very honest, and he's very codependent in nature. The Devil reversed. Yeah, the Emperor reversed. So that's the card for Aries. Yeah, I feel like you're going to end up reclaiming your power with the situation because he is not really flexible. He likes things to be his way or the highway. 9 of Chalices reversed. Yeah, we have the 10 and the 9 of Chalices reversed, where this is just not fulfilling to either of you, but especially to you. You're not fulfilled with this. 6 of Swords. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, he may drop the ball. He's having issues financially as well. He may have to travel for work. He may not be able to invest in this anyway due to that as well. There could be some issues where all of these things that he may promise you, just be wary. You know, he's not going to follow through with action. The Page of Swords reverse is all about someone who talks a lot but doesn't really back it up. You know what I mean? But let's see what this 10 of Chalices is, and then we'll move on to the collective. Yeah, the 7 of Wands reverse. I feel like either you will give up or he will give up. I also feel like there's just a lot of clashing between the two of you right now. So there could be some issues with that as well. 5 of Swords reverse. It could be due to some of the resentments that he still has from a past relationship as well. He may be bringing that energy into this relationship. So yeah, I think you know, though. I think you know. I know your money's good. I know you're self-sufficient. So that might be the best bet right now to focus on anyway. But collective. All right. So everybody who's listening right now, go ahead and project your energies. That is so funny because before you could even project, we have 3 cards coming out. Everybody press 1 when you are projecting. I feel some of you already are. You're welcome, Tarina. You know I got you, girl. Is one of them the Tower? I haven't seen it yet. Whenever they show up covered, I leave them covered. Just to build suspense, you know. All right. Hey, you guys, go ahead and click show for me on those ones. I don't know why it does that. To all my moderators, you know. All right, everybody's projecting. Ooh, don't start that. There we go. My pleasure, kitties crap. Oh, so it is 10 in the morning. Okay. Okay, all right, all right. We know what time we need to go on then. Okay, all right. All right. I can see one of the cards and it looks good. All right, you guys, you can pull back now. Lotus moderator, Marvin the Martian. Wait, Lotus moderator. Is that right? Who's Marvin the Martian? Girl, you say all kinds of people I don't know. Who the hell is that? Okay. All right, you guys. Ooh. Okay. We'll cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. So we have the Princess of Wands reversed coming out. We may be dealing with a fire sign here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, who seems to be really pessimistic in nature, very immature. And I feel like this is the type of person that allows their insecurities to get in the way of maybe establishing a real connection with somebody here. There could also be some frustrations with any delays creatively that we are working towards. We could also be blocking this person as well. But I do see the 10 of Wands reversed, especially with that Knave of Wands reversed if we're dealing with someone younger than us or someone who acts younger than us. I do feel like this person is very immature and they avoid responsibility for their actions. They just cause a lot of discord, a lot of stress for us. And so we've had to release ourselves from that kind of energy. I also feel like there could be just a little bit of an insecurity issue even within ourselves concerning our projects and if they will manifest the way that we want them to. But it's just due to that Mercury retrograde. I already know that that's where the delays are coming in. But I do see this Ten of Pentacles coming back out at the bottom of the deck. Okay. And I do feel like things will start to flourish in our lives through these completions. I also feel like we will be realizing our full potential. But let's go ahead and lay this all out. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. We're going to leave that one alone because that came out earlier. So, all righty. Interesting energies, you guys. Are y'all ready? All right. Let me fix that. Let me fix that. Down. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Let's bring this down. And let's get into this. So, the way that I like to do this is, for my left, it's the left brain and the right brain. So this is all about left brain activity, the logical side of things, conscious, data, details, and regular information such as research and studying. Right brain is more about imagination, creativity, subconscious. And I really feel like that's more the emotional aspect there, how we process our emotions. And right now, let's start with this Four of Cups. So I feel like right now we are apathetic to any offers that we see here coming our way. We're still wanting to take some time to ourselves and to meditate a bit, go inward and start to relax, ease our minds, disconnect for a while and detach. I feel like someone may have our hearts in the palm of their hand or vice versa. We may have someone else's heart in the palm of our hands. Or this could be how we're seeing things, how we're feeling things. Someone captured our heart like the thief in the night. And I feel like all these interconnections, we may need to focus more so on cutting karmic ties. I'm not sure if you guys can see that it looks like a web here. And all of these hearts and these palms, they're all interconnected. So there could have some, there could be an issue where we are still attached spiritually to these people. So although we may have detached physically, in the physical realm, we've already said our piece, we're keeping to ourselves, I still feel like we may not be feeling ready for new offers at this time. There's a lot of darkness that we still have to process. We still have to integrate our shadow here. We have to cut these spiritual ties, these energetic ties to these people that have captured our hearts like a thief in the night. So this time of solitude and introspection will be good for us to, do any cord cutting, meditations, applying any lessons or, new belief systems that we may have gained during the retrograde. This is a good time for that. The High Priestess reversed. Let's just start with this one on its own. So I feel like intuitively, we're overloaded. And for some of us, our emotions could be clouding those intuitive messages that were once so clear. We need to listen to our inner voice about some of these new offers I'm hearing. Although they may appear to be promising, there are some of them that aren't. They have nothing to offer. There are people with hidden agendas. They're keeping secrets. Some of these secrets may have already come out, or they have not yet come out. Some of us, especially to the women specifically, we need to tap into that feminine energy that we have to access that power, access that ability to heal ourselves quickly. Now, I feel like we will be completing multiple cycles here in every sense of the word completions. Money is flowing in. This is ours for the taking. And I do see commitment being offered here. But I think right now we all need to take some time to ourselves to process anything that we may have stuffed to the side or stuffed in the back of our minds while we're trying to, stay busy with everything that we're working towards. But there are people that have hidden agendas, and they may see us as abundance, as stable, as a firm foundation that they could benefit from. But we know that. We just may not want to admit it to ourselves. The Death card, which is the card for Scorpio, some of us could be dealing with this sign specifically. But overall, it's a major theme in our lives. So far, we have 3 major arcana that I'm seeing. And I really feel like although things are delayed, there are beautiful things that are manifesting at this time. I feel like there are certain relationships where we feel like it's extremely difficult to move on. And that kind of goes back to, having to cut energetic cords with certain people here. And because we have not yet done so for some of us, this is what's causing this energy. There could be some people that resist making changes in their own selves, in their own lives around us, that prevents us from establishing, anything tangible. Not letting something end now will continue to amplify those delays. And I don't even know why I put that there. Could be that some of us are apathetic to a Scorpio here. We have Virgo energy with the alien. So this could be the person in particular that's having a hard time moving on. Or we could be having a hard time moving from this energy here. I feel like we are being a lot more cautious in who we allow into our hearts, into our heads, into our lives. And right now we're still standing in the doorway, not knowing if we should stay or go. So we've kind of pulled back a bit, kept to ourselves, being more discreet in who we divulge certain information to or divulge our feelings to. I see the moon reversed. So this came out earlier, but it was upright. Now it's in the reverse. And I feel like it's because there's a lot of unhappiness with the situation. It could be a Pisces here. There's just a lot of unhappiness, a lot of confusion around the situation. There's definitely someone here that we're not as emotionally fulfilled with. There's so much intuitively that's going on that we may have a tendency to confuse other people's feelings that we are still energetically attached to with our own feelings and energy. That could also be the source of confusion as well. There could be somebody that's not speaking their truth. They're not being open. They're not telling someone how they really feel, which is apathetic. They're not really emotionally invested in this. But there's someone with a hidden agenda when it comes to money, so that's probably why they stay. But now someone's questioning, should I stay for that or not? The Starman, and let's go ahead and flip these over. So the Hierophant's reversed and the Sacred Clown, which is good. Okay. All right, all right. So I feel like we're going to be focused on the self. We are reaching our full potential at this point now that we are keeping to ourselves, meditating, going inward for our answers instead of outward. Our manifestation abilities are increasing. Psychic abilities, intuitive abilities are also increasing. And we utilize the resources around us at our disposal to help us accumulate wealth, health, happiness, a stable foundation. For some of us, this could be referring to a family situation or a workplace situation where you're not fulfilled. You feel like you're not living in your purpose. You know, maybe you feel like the black sheep in your family. Maybe you feel like your family isn't as supportive. Maybe there are people that take advantage of your kindness around you, family, friends, and otherwise. Some of us could be dealing with a Taurus here, but I definitely feel like we are going against the grain at this point. We've been down the yellow brick road so many damn times that we realize that it's time to change course. Do what we want to do, regardless of whether people agree or like it or what have you. We find that the unconventional route is what's best for us. And I really feel like someone will decide here as well, especially in matters of the heart. Someone may decide, you know, I'd rather just break up. The Hierophant refers to broken families, broken homes. You know, there could be some conflict within the home. And something's getting ready to end because of all of this. I feel like someone has stepped outside of the home, for those of you dealing with marriage and you're working on getting a divorce, or even in committed relationships where someone decides they don't want to be committed. Someone's very rebellious here. And so it results in us having to take a leap of faith away from all of this. Starting completely new, leaving everyone behind. But emotionally, intuitively, we're picking up on all these people we've ever known. And emotionally, we may still be grieving certain losses, or we may be getting ready to finalize all of these entanglements. We're getting ready to close the door on all of this. We may have gotten rid of the majority for some of us, and now we have to maybe get rid of 1 or 2 more people. If we're still working on divorces or working our way up to breaking up, you know, that could be 1 more person that we have to, you know, take that last step to finally reach the 10, completion, stability, and abundance, real commitment. I feel like someone is definitely watching the other from afar. And I noticed that the Queen of Pentacles reversed wanted to come out. So it definitely could be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Either, you know, they're the ones watching us, or, you know, someone's definitely doing some stalking. I really feel like somebody's watching from afar. We just don't know it. And this is the kind of person, it could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, where, you know, they never follow through on anything they say that they're going to do. They have trash communication. We're blocking this off. Someone could be receiving bad news. Maybe someone may decide to move out abruptly on someone else to show that they're done. They probably don't even say anything. They just leave. Someone's tired of, you know, being given the runaround. There's definitely some bad news here where someone's being blocked, or, you know, there's certain conflict that happens in the home, in a relationship here where things just get blown up. We have the 1 and the 0 next to each other with the Hierophant in the center. And you guys can see that clear as day. I feel like this is really at the heart of the matter here. But the good news, I see this 6 of Wands here and this 8 of Chalices reversed. So any relationships where we feel like we will never receive the emotional fulfillment that we desire, any relationships where we feel like we're just not maturing anymore, we're not bettering each other, we are not helping each other grow, we're not happy anymore, there's no way to resolve or to fix the situation due to the conflict, due to things that were said, things that were, you know, said in haste to keep the other person around, just to keep them there. All of the answers that we have are within us. That's with the Hierophant reversed and the High Priestess reversed. So far, let's see how many major arcana we have now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 major arcana cards. So keeping to ourselves, making the decision to make a major change, walking away, we start to see that we get the recognition that we deserve. We start to find people that support us. We start to see growth in our goals and our projects, within career, within any creative pursuits, anything like that. I feel like we are starting to get attention. We are starting to have people say, hey, good job. Hey, you're doing good. You know, keep going. We get that encouragement. And I feel like someone may want someone else who's like this for them, but they're with someone who's not like that. We could be dealing with people who have not been supportive. And so we've decided to leave. Okay. Now, before I go and make my hungry ass some dinner, let's go ahead and see what we have with these. These are the, oh, damn it. I put them upside down. Damn. Flower therapy oracle cards. I'm so used to mixing the deck like that. She said, wow, come on, Lotus, tell the whole story. Girl. Danny, yes. But girl, sleeping with some crystals help and get you a damn dream catcher. All right. We have wise soul coming out. Your soul carries ancient wisdom. Please embrace it as you have the knowledge to help those around you. What did I just say with that high priestess reversed? All the knowledge we have within ourselves. We already have it. We know what we need to do. We just got to do it. I've been having lucid dreams falling in and out of consciousness. Damn. Have you received any significant messages while you were lucid dreaming, though? Or is there anything that stuck out to you? Maybe search up symbolism, dream symbolism. Figure it out. There could be some messages in that. Danny, same for you. Look up dream symbolism. You are a spiritual teacher. Share your wisdom with others. You were born to teach. Okay, all right. Which reminds me of my tarot classes. For those of you who did not catch that message, yep. Open enrollment started in March and ends April 30th. If you guys would like to have your seat saved. My ex is talking to someone I suspected he was. Yeah, the same girl. Why is it the same storyline for everybody during Mercury retrograde? Right? Okay. So this is what we're going to do. Okay. And it's interesting because trust was reversed. I feel like there's someone here that we cannot trust. So just be wary of that. And we know, I think we already know who that is, though. Okay. So, ooh, I like how that goes. So let's start with this. We have new beginnings. And then we'll go to balanced friendships and we'll read all of these, okay? That's true, Ronald. Divine feminine is in men too. But I just felt like especially the women needed to hear that especially. You know what I mean? Of course, we have both divine masculine, divine feminine. But that all comes in when it comes to shadow work. Is it David Lotus? Wait, what? What do you mean? So the first card that we have so far is New Beginnings. These are really pretty cards. Okay. You're strong enough to move through this. Please know that you're being guided and supported by your loving angels. Heaven is bringing you the energy of Banksia, a symbol for starting anew. This is your God-given chance to pick yourself up and rebuild. Now, I said that at the very beginning. That's crazy how it all lines up. Times may have been tough in the past, but the worst is behind you. Everything ahead is smoother, more comforting, and safe. This card asks you to ignore the low-energy, ego-based thoughts that say you're done and your dreams have turned to dust. Attune your inner voice to the high vibrations of flowers, the angels of nature. They'll bring you strength and courage to take the next step forward. The next one is balanced friendships. This card asks you to look at your current relationships. Be honest with yourself. Are they nurturing or are they draining and tiring? True friends are those you can call upon at any moment for support. They drop everything and come to your aid, and you do just the same for them. As a sensitive being, you have a desire to help others. However, people may take advantage of your generous nature by asking for too much. Ensure that there is an equal give and take. An unhealthy and unbalanced friendship will only bring you exhaustion. This card is a sign that it's time to let go of any unbalanced relationships I think it's supposed to say imbalanced. You know, that's not the right word, but it says unbalanced. I don't know why. Let's go ahead and correct that. It's time to let go of any imbalanced relationships and move into new mutually giving ones. The next one we have is Wise Soul. You're here on Earth with an important mission. You have deep spiritual wisdom within you. This knowledge has developed over many lifetimes, and it's essential that you acknowledge and use it. Please share the messages you receive with others as they hold the keys to success. The angels are asking you to practice meditation on a regular basis, ideally daily. This allows you to access the wisdom your soul carries. We each have a sacred file for our soul, known as the Akashic Records. By meditating, you gain access to this information and better understand your path. Majestic Archangel Raziel holds the key to unlocking these ancient memories, and you don't need fancy invocations to call upon him for guidance. Only a pure heart is necessary. If this information is new to you, then get ready for some excitement. Your loving angels are about to take you on a journey of discovery. You'll always be guided at a comfortable pace without pressure. Everything happens with perfect timing. Okay? You are a spiritual teacher. Okay? And this is the flower for this one. Where can I find info for tarot classes? Okay, April A. So basically, the open enrollment is open until April 30th, but to find pricing and all of that and to make your payment for booking, you can check out my website. That will always be in the description box below. And also, in regards to the hours of the courses and things like that, I'm going to wait until the 30th of April to discuss that with you guys. That way everyone can link up at the same times. So I will discuss that with you. That's to be determined. I can't talk. See, I shouldn't have listened to that lady. To be determined until I get all the seats filled. Okay. Now, you are a spiritual teacher. I think I showed you that, but let me show you one more time. Bam. It's a pretty flower. You have the ability to relay healing messages to others, and this card is all the confirmation you need to begin your spiritual teaching work. You may not have considered this your purpose because fear was getting in the way, but by working with the uplifting and courageous energy of the crocus, you can release all fear. Choosing to share your knowledge and wisdom will bring even more light to the planet. You needn't start off by holding huge classes. Inspiring even a single person is enough. I'm going to still run my classes though. In fact, you've already been sharing your guidance with an audience. Anytime you've spoken about spirituality, others have benefited from listening to you. Please embrace this gift and continue connecting people to their divinity. Okay? The next one is cleanse your energy. These are pretty too. Love it. Your thoughts and emotions are being clouded by negative energy. Place African violet plants around your home. I need to go eat. That's what that is. I need to go eat and sleep. Place African violet plants around your home or workspace so they can clear lower vibrations, which is funny because I've actually been doing that. Not necessarily African violets, but flowers. Please don't judge yourself for struggling with your current path. The fog is now being lifted to reveal the light. You can also call upon Archangel Michael for his cleansing and protective energy. He is happy to be of service to you. Request his help by saying, Archangel Michael, I ask you to please remove any and all negativity from my mind, body, and spirit. Please purify my home, my workplace, my friendships, and my family ties. Please remind me to clear my energy so that I may enjoy the heightened intuition you bring. Thank you. We have trust. And then we have one more left after that. Here we go. Bam. The people in your inner circle are trustworthy and honest. They were dispatched to your side by divine grace to be your earth angels, to get you through this situation you're in. You can rely on them to help you, and it's safe for you to lean on them for support. These trusted friends are speaking to you from a place of compassion, so listen to what they have to say. They're delivering the guidance you're asking for. This card may also mean that the true intentions of your relationship will be revealed. It's okay to trust these feelings. Your angels fine-tune your body so it acts as an internal lie detector. Your feelings are not meant to hurt you or make you worried. They are only telling you what you already know in your heart. And the final one is uplift your thoughts. I'm glad I pulled this deck out. I haven't used these ever in my readings, so we might start integrating these. These are pretty. Orange lilies. All right. Your thoughts have the power to create your reality. Therefore, you want to choose only positive and high vibration thoughts. Sometimes this is easier said than done. You can ask for help from the orange lilies to shape a brighter future. One way to do so is by gathering some of these blossoms and sitting with them quietly. Focus your intentions on the joy you wish to attract. Then set the lilies in a vase of water in your home or workspace. As the lilies bloom, your visualization will manifest. Let go of thoughts surrounding your perceived imperfections. Instead, choose to view these as the special qualities that make you an individual. There are no mistakes in the eyes of God. You're created this way for a reason, and it's best that you choose to accept who you are. Live your life as your true self. Then you'll shine joy upon others, acting as a source of angelic inspiration. I like it. Now, on that note, you guys, I've had a blast hanging with you guys today, but your girl needs to go get her something to eat. I don't even think I ate all day. Your girl needs to get her something to eat, get some rest, but I will be back tomorrow, of course. I'm going to try and start doing these readings around 4 or 5 p.m. Central Time, but we'll get the little kinks worked out in that schedule. But I figured that's a good time for everyone to be able to see. So, once again, you guys, have yourselves a great evening. I will see you tomorrow. And until next time, stay blessed, not stressed. Peace and love. Mwah. Y'all are my earth angels. Bye.